IVM.
कृपया ध्यान दीजिए, the language used on the podcast may not be fit for consumption. We warn you, tread carefully. But listen yaar, don't be so conservative. Mayday. I just took a flight, sir. Thought I'd become like a pilot. This show is live from Kolkata, brought to you by Taj Bengal. Of course, they don't know about it, so we're just saying that. And of course, we'll take the name off the platform as soon as possible. I'm in this lovely, huge room, 6 by 6 feet, like Mike Tyson's cell. And I have a bed partner in the background. I don't know, that beautiful woman who didn't shave and decided to stay in the room. I'm just kidding. That's Kaustubh, the tech in charge. We are here for other reasons. But let's talk about this show. But first, I have realized something that we haven't discussed for a long time. The truth has been done to death. We tried it. We told our kids, tell the truth. Truth will set you free. Truth this, truth that. It's done. Why don't we try? I was thinking the opposite now and try every day you tell a good lie. One good lie, conscious lie. Unconscious lies you tell. One conscious lie that you keep with yourself as a sort of therapy thing and see how that goes out into the universe and makes people feel. So I'm going to start before I introduce the panel. My lie for the day is I really love doing this podcast. Okay, which may be the lie also because I actually may be lying because I actually like doing the podcast. So that could be the lie. I'm not 100% sure which it is, but somewhere there's a lie there.
If you love cricket, listen up. The Edges and Sledges Cricket Podcast is here for you. Hosted by DJ, Varun, and me, Ashwin, we bring a fun, fresh fan's point of view to talking all things cricket. Sometimes it's just the three of us, sometimes we have guests, including current and former international cricketers. For new episodes every week, check out the Edges and Sledges Cricket Podcast on the IVM app, website, or wherever you get your podcasts.
In the meantime, let's open the doors to the white talents of Aakash and Navin. Also silvery.
yes.
No.
These both.
Very much silvery. Our young and
It's
restless.
okay. It's all right.
Yeah.
You're too little, too late,
No,
Cyrus. But okay.
That was my lie. Put down to you because I really like you. You see, that's a lie.
Yeah.
Isn't that in many cultures you put down people only who you like? It's true.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
fair.
Okay.
That's how my friendship
I
was.
also
Most
think-
people. Yeah.
In sociology, it is called a joking friendship.
There you go.
Is that a thing?
Fucking
Yeah, it's
Aakash
okay.
and his education.
creative.
They taught us in law school. It's anthropologists. I don't
Joking
expect them.
friendship.
One second. So you think the
Sociologists.
term, after studying together, academics came together and came up with the term joking.
Because
Joking,
one of
yeah.
yeah,
Joking.
joking friendship.
Joking,
Oh my
jerky
God,
friendship is
that's
what you're doing in the
right.
hotel right now,
That's
Cyrus.
yeah.
They didn't let me
Over
in.
there
They
in the
didn't let me in.
bed.
Joking friendship. That's when you get too friendly.
Yeah.
That's after
But when do
the-
you cross the line? Like Aakash, me and Kunal, I very often make him really angry.
Okay.
You know, like on a weekly basis. He's
Yeah.
left the studio, he's left my house, and then I get fired by everyone. So, but it's a joking friendship, but I cross the line and then...
And you can't even do without each other. That's
Yeah.
I completely get it.
No, I can do. That's half the
No,
reason I think he
nonsense.
gets even more upset.
Nonsense. You will be.
Oh, but now we have Zomato. We don't need Kunal.
Zomato.
You
You know how to say.
Yeah, but Zomato needs Kunal, no? So,
Nice,
yeah.
nice.
yeah.
Yeah, but I think
Okay.
you if your friends are like your really good friends, I think that language goes.
Yeah.
Like even my partner and I, we're best friends before we're
Yeah.
partners. And people who come to my house, they're like, why do you all talk to each other like that?
I mean, please don't make it into a sex story. I'm getting
How is
tired.
how is it a sex story?
I'm getting scared. The moment you say my partner,
Why you
then
get
a
scared
bed,
when
then
there's
a
sex
ship,
story,
then a
Cyrus?
bridge,
How is
and
that
then
scaring
something
I
you?
don't know,
else.
maybe you guys are
What is
into
this?
insulting each other in bed
You're
also.
the reverse Mahendra Vacha, where you're like scared of
One
sex
second, this
stories.
is not some anti-gay bashing nonsense. Huh? I'm just saying
No,
that you
it's
know
just
sex story.
anti-sex,
First,
I
If
feel.
you
no,
know
I
the
think
book.
it's your first assumption when someone says partner is ये लोग sex कर रहे रहेंगे. ऐसा थोड़ी होता है ना. Partner लोग कितना बात करता है, धोबी का पैसा दिया कि
हाँ.
नहीं, and all of that jazz. Whatever other things
Look at the
you do.
different perspectives. Lovely.
Yeah.
For us, we are sex depraved monkeys. All we think about is partner and sex. And for Aakash is all the problems of life. And your budget.
No,
nahi
because
hai.
Aakash and I are getting some, that's why.
Yeah, जो नहीं मिलता है वही.
Wow. Silvery, I can take that on the chin. I'm an old man. But you, stand up for yourself. Yeah,
Yeah, man. I mean,
Yeah.
life is sad.
You know what else you can take on your chin, Cyrus?
I told you, don't open that door. And now we are stuck.
The floodgates have opened, not even
Yeah.
a door right now. Okay, good.
Just quickly, we'll finish it and then we can move on to the next topic, which is...
See,
so
Bruce
when do we
Wayne's
know we
ears
cross the
खड़े
line?
हो गए.
Explain that.
Yeah.
Batman.
Cyrus knows the audience. Yeah. Cyrus knows the
Acha,
audience.
can I tell you the Dubai story, Cyrus? I have a
okay,
story to
forget
tell
my
you
story.
about Dubai. So,
But one second,
huh.
disclaimer. Your story is
Yeah.
supposed to be authentic, but it's your story, huh?
But it's my my experience as somebody who went to watch a show,
Correct.
right?
This
I
is-
paid money for
correct,
this
yeah.
show. Okay, I
Yeah.
rarely pay money for shows. I had to pay money for the show, so
I
I
wish we
really
could say that for this podcast, yeah. Nobody.
Vartalap
We
2.0
did a
right
test
now.
3 or 4 times. They all laughed. The best joke ever. Pay money. Go on,
Anyway,
sir.
so basically, what happened is they have that convention.
Oh,
going
you were
on.
just in Dubai first. you
Yeah,
said
so
that.
I was there for a show,
Yeah. correct.
and there was a convention going on.
For your
and,
show.
Yeah, there was like a show, like a corporate type show was there. So then
So you earn money. Don't duck
I'm-
that.
Yeah,
You went to Dubai
you
and
lose
made
some,
money.
you
You
win
didn't go
some.
to
Yeah,
Dubai and
dude,
spend
I mean,
money.
you make money in Dubai, and I had to buy a phone. I bought a phone, and then I was like, now I don't know how to buy. So I bought a ticket to the show. You know,
This is the conversation you have with yourself?
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And
I bought a phone now. I don't know what to buy.
yeah, because I have some money left, but I have nothing to do with it.
What
So
you
I-
earn in Dubai
Whereas
stays in
can I
Dubai.
say-
Essentially. In
So,
one way.
so then I
I
went.
think I'm talking to the Tatas or something for a minute.
You are.
Yeah. Tata. Anyway, so I go for the thing, and it's beautiful. Everything is beautiful. You know how Dubai is, right? Everything is beautiful. It's always made nice and
Luxury.
and luxury. Yeah.
Ebullient.
I go into the convention center. Wow. Like wow, everything is wow.
This is the expo, right?
Yeah, and by this point,
coming
yeah.
from Sakinaka, where we work normally. Yes.
Yeah, and no, but I feel like on some level also, like I had family in Dubai, so I used to go to Dubai as a kid also, and I've seen that place grow. And now I feel like wow, everything is wow only. Why wow? Too much wow.
Yeah.
So I go into the thing, beautifully done, very tasteful, love it. Get inside, it's show. 3 people are performing. Half of the band strings, Faisal. James, if you remember James, Biggie.
Faisal Kapadia, Gujarati Manas se dikh raha hai.
Oh yeah.
Speaks perfect Guju. हाँ.
And last is Palash. Matlab Euphoria, the band, the whole band. Okay. First, and this is what's
Weren't there
bizarre.
like 7 of them?
Huh?
Weren't there like
That's
more
it's
of-
big, huge.
Yeah.
But like he's the only original.
Only 4
Somebody
was
is
there.
setting up somebody, you know. It sounds like a historical perspective, but I just feel he's setting up somebody really badly. I don't want to be part of it. Go on.
So the show starts. Now here's the bizarre part, right? Because there are people from Bangladesh, people from Pakistan, people from India in Dubai. So when Faisal is performing, everybody in the audience is Pakistani. Okay, and as soon as he's done, everyone leaves, and they are replaced by people from Bangladesh because now James is performing,
Wow.
and then they all leave. So एक तो ये जो अमन की आशा तो फील हुआ ही नहीं क्योंकि सब लोग अपने अपने देख के निकल गए ऑलमोस्ट एज इफ नहीं ये देश का म्यूजिक हमको पसंद नहीं है. It was a very bizarre
ये
experience.
2 kilometer.
But what was the order? It was like Pakistan first, then Bangladesh.
Yeah,
then
it was
India?
Pakistan, Bangladesh, India in order of national क्या बोलते हैं Independence Day ना ऐसा 14th, 15th August ऐसा. So we did the whole thing, and it was not the best show in the sense that you couldn't get up. You had to be seated throughout the experience, and you couldn't clap like this either.
Fuck, you can't be
But
euphoric.
then,
also.
did they make you leave after?
Yeah,
this performance?
if I saw people getting up and all, and they were escorted out by the security basically. So I guess it was just
For
not.
clapping.
I think they were cheering for Bangladesh and they were like, get
No,
out.
for getting up because you're blocking पीछे के लोग का view.
Yeah.
Okay, now
But they're
at the
poor
end-
people.
Huh?
No,
Yeah,
but like
poor
now-
people can
Normal
suffer.
cheaper seats, cheaper seats you don't care
It's
about.
also just that
The rule
transport.
is you pay more, you do what you want. You pay less, you suffer.
Yeah, but they might not have known. We were all in the cheap seats. So then finally, the Euphoria came on, and I have to say, like it was it was building up to it, and I was like, mast rahega, and it was such a disappointment. Like where every song's arrangement was quite shit. Every song unnecessarily had to end with a giant,
You didn't hear the Desi band.
Huh?
The Desi band effect.
It was just unnecessarily loud, and he was just condescending, and he was dropping shit on other musicians for no reason. He was just like, and he shit on AP Dillon and all, dude. For what? Why?
Oh.
Like for what joy?
What did he say?
Just कि ये पंजाबी में 2 लाइन गा के आ जाते लड़के types was the summation of it.
Okay.
Then
That's,
at the-
that could apply to Honey Singh also.
yeah, and
How do you know AP Dillon?
what?
Kudak is just one line. That's an improvement.
One
in
word
lines.
actually.
No, but I'll tell you what happened.
One word, right?
Uh,
Exactly.
The night
Tunak.
before, AP Dillon had been scheduled
yeah.
last
Oh, okay.
minute and
Okay, got it.
sold out the expo.
Oh goddamn.
That's
okay.
why.
Oh.
So
Okay, I don't understand. What happened to the Desi crowd, boss? You said Pakistani के लिए Pakistan लोग, Bangladesh के लिए
हाँ, अभी
Bangladesh
सब
लोग.
इंडियन ही लोग हैं.
हिंदुस्तानी के लोग,
But
where
तूने
the
तीनों देखा?
Hindustanis?
You saw all
मैं
three?
सब देखा ना.
So, but you're allowed to be there. They're not
Of course
making
you're
you move.
allowed to be
They're
there.
not
Why
making you
would
move.
they say
People
no?
just. I don't know, but why? If they're good artists,
You know,
why
you're
would you
killing
do-
his gag, yaar.
I'm
It's
just-
like a gag. You
No.
have to understand.
Just try to
When
understand.
they are actors
He will still
performing.
watch the podcast afterwards to understand what happened.
So now
It's like an
finally,
8-year-old in the middle of a physics class now.
at the end of all of this, Palash is like, we have a surprise for you. And the surprise is that Faisal and James are coming back on stage to sing a couple of songs. So Faisal comes, sings a couple, like one song with him. Then James comes, does a couple of lines. And then is magic. Where the song ends, next song is starting, there is banter. And James walks the fuck off stage like a boss, does not look back, does not answer. Palash is going, James, oh James bhai, oh James bhai. Faisal is saying, James bhai, James bhai. No,
So why did he walk
fucks,
off?
I don't know, but he did not want
There
to
was a fight?
partake. I don't
Because
care.
the fans
Sound,
of Bangladeshi
oh.
music had left.
I
no?
really don't care, but I was so proud of him.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, you did not like this situation. You walked the fuck out. You didn't do this nakli hum sab dost hai
It was a
business.
protest
Yeah.
by a performing artist, which
Yeah.
only the other two artists would
No,
understand.
nobody knows
He
about.
reminds me of that Roald Dahl
Black
movie.
Lives Matter.
James and the Giant Bitch.
What the issue is, James, your bass guitar was too loud.
But what do you think the sound issue? Like, was he not happy with the sound? or
No,
something?
no idea what the issue was, but just the act of just
He
and
sang my line.
Funny,
और
man.
क्या है ना,
Oh,
250
टेबल को कम कर नहीं कम okay fine.
it's 250 foot like width ka stage, dude.
Oh,
So
so
him
he's like
walking
the long walk.
is a
Why they're
125 foot
calling
walk,
his name
dude.
out.
But did the
Faisal-
audience come back?
Right.
Did the Banglas and the Paki guys come back for the triple encore?
I think I have some inkling as to why he might not wanted to have stay on stage, because the next song was the song, very popular song, Fir Bhi Dil Hai Hindustani. Right now, what was happening was, because it was Palash and it was Faisal, Palash would once sing Fir Bhi Dil Hai Hindustani, and then Faisal would say Fir Bhi Dil Hai Pakistani. And then, like the
Oh, it
audience.
doesn't rhyme with
Bangladeshi,
No, it
yeah.
does.
So maybe that's why, I don't know.
Yeah, correct.
Because you can't just be like Dil hai Hindustani, fir bhi dil hai Pakistani, fir bhi dil Bangladeshi hai. You know, then you need like that fourth couplet.
yeah,
Then
you
there's
need a Bangla style.
you
And
need-
it's also
or
it's a
Sri Lankan
Bangla
person or
Deshi.
something.
So it's
Yeah.
one more syllable. It's Bangala.
Yeah.
I'll just speak to the Bengali expert in the room. How do you say Bangala Deshi? Purnima? Purnima.
Mokan. They call it
Cyrus,
Mokan.
at the rate at which it's going now, one time you're gonna shift the camera and he'll be in your bathrobe. Like it's
At last, I'm giving the audience some adult entertainment finally on this Uriah
Wow, all
juvenile
my
show.
contributions have been rendered
Yeah,
void.
every
Hey,
time
Navin,
Cyrus pans the
I'm
camera.
giving them same sex. You stand by me now, bro. No walking on. No, don't do a James on me. This is same gender.
Yeah, every time he pans the
excitement.
camera, Costa should be removing one layer of clothing.
One
every
layer of
time.
clothing goes off.
There is no sexuality. that
I
will
wish
allow
you
that.
had
It's
super
so
chats
bad.
in
It's strip poker,
We don't
Cyrus.
have
He
to,
strips with poker.
It's been Joker. That's what it is.
Oh, you're saying we would have had a
So
super
now-
chat ke if we get this much, Costa will
yeah.
take off his
If you
clothes.
had super
Yeah.
chat, you could have charged.
Guys, we missed the main point which Aakash had told us just off before we started, which is shopping in Dubai. I know you got a topic, but this is like a topic. It's very important
It's
that we
important.
go into it. I
Yeah.
think he and I both understand the importance of Fir Bhi Dil Hai Hindustani, so we need to save money. Now, take the
Yeah,
lecture
yeah.
forward.
No,
please.
so most things are much cheaper, right? Like things like Abhi, I've bought this phone, right? So the amount you get when you return your old phone is more in Dubai than it is here.
Oh.
Phone दिखा ना एक बार
Huh? I got an S22.
for those who can watch it.
S22.
S22.
Yeah.
You
So-
asshole. Unbelievable.
And basically, the earphones in India, if you buy the phone, the earphones are for 2,200. There, they're free. They don't charge for the earphones.
हो
Huh.
फिर भी दिल है दुबाईस्तानी.
But
Emirati would also rhyme actually.
But certain phones don't come with
Emirati.
earphones now.
Huh?
Even then, they give it for free.
Yeah, Samsung का deal होता है अगर तुम नया phone लिया ना.
This is
तो
a
वो लोग
first world
earphones सस्ते
country
में देते हैं.
concept, Silvery. See the difference.
Really, man? Like,
Straight
in a
away,
subsidy
yeah.
era, what are we doing?
Fair perfumes much significantly cheaper. You can always go to
Yeah.
like and it's like that. Okay, in Dubai there is no
Huge
such
market.
thing as MRP, right? So there is no fixed thing of इतना तो खर्चा होने ही वाला है.
Also, we Desis are the smelliest people, so they do encourage us to buy.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
think.
mean-
No, I've been
But-
to Dubai Metro.
Yeah,
Desis are
and
not
the
the
smelliest
smelliest.
people.
Not the smelliest. And if we 10 points to anybody in the comments who can guess what community I'm talking about, what country I'm talking
Offended by
about.
the-
There's no racism over here. It's clear. It's clear.
Yeah.
These people
Okay.
Wow,
have this.
okay.
I
this-
don't.
Okay,
I didn't know
who?
this,
Sorry.
but I will wait.
Comment. I'm not saying
Yeah,
anything.
but so
Who?
It's not Desis. It's not Pakistanis.
No,
It's,
but
it's
who?
not,
Okay,
I'm not
okay,
saying
that-
it. People have to
Okay,
guess.
not subcontinent, then
No,
Bahar.
You
He's
just missed
engaging
out
the chat.
Bangladeshis from the three.
No,
that we
Bangladesh
talked
also.
about.
I'm none of our brown skin
None of
brothers.
brown
No.
No, subcontinental. That we want.
Yeah.
Desis are for
It's
all.
South Asia.
I
only.
mean,
Leave that aside.
the joke was about French people.
No.
It was, no, isn't that the thing?
That's a global,
Yeah,
on a
that's
global
That's
level.
a- yeah.
They don't have a bar. They
Maybe
don't
not
play
on a
bars,
Dubai
yeah.
level.
Yeah,
this is on
Anyway,
Dubai.
trying not to be offensive.
I think seriously we should quit while we are ahead because there will be a racist comment of some kind. The way he's smiling cheek to cheek, I'm a little worried.
I'm
It's
gonna come
not
back
working
to the
out.
financial savings that Dubai affords.
Yeah, let's get back to that.
And you know what? Like I have a love-hate relationship with that place. Like I hate it conceptually, but I go there and I'm like, काफी सही तो है. You know what I mean? Because now, so
You
this
love
MRP
it.
thing, right? No maximum retail price. So if you go to Dubai Mall and you look at something, it can be 700 dirhams. You go to
Correct.
Outlets Mall, the same thing is 195 dirhams, right? So it's that stark. So like कुछ भी अच्छा लगा अलकारामा में जाओ वही चीज मिल जाएगा. Originally तो
Yeah.
first copy मिल
They
जाएगा.
also have the Crawford market of
Yeah.
Dubai over there, yeah. With only
So-
Indians.
But air-conditioned market.
But
Always.
you know,
Yeah.
and this is a very
One
common practice. I can tell you. Like I know about this very rich business family where the matriarch of the family flew to Sri Lanka to buy crockery and stuff. You know, like they had a massive building that they had to furnish, and she went to Sri Lanka. She saved almost 1 crore rupees on all sales because and this is including the flights. You know, now if you want to buy some consumer electronics, go to Dubai. Like it's very doable. Like it's very cheap. It's not that.
And
And
chart out give us the trek, the full trek. If you said 1 lakh rupees kharch or budget, what happens?
1 lakh you kharcho to tumhara if you go to so this is my 3-city package for you. You fly into either Sharjah or Abu Dhabi because it's usually cheaper. Okay, you take a flight there, you take the bus that the airline gives you to Dubai. Okay, you land in somewhere in Dubai. Have breakfast at some restaurant. Okay, don't go to Dubai Mall. Go to the same restaurant on the street. It might just be cheaper. If you like Pakistani food, they usually have the best breakfast places like in and around Dubai. Go to any mall, Dubai Mall, whatever mall you want to go to. Have the experience. See the free का जितना भी देखना है तुम देख सकते हो. Aquarium भी आधा तो फ्री में दिखता ही है. पूरा टनल फ्री में नहीं है पर बाहर से देख सकते हो. जितना फ्री हो. आइस स्केटिंग करने का क्या जरूरत है? जरूरत नहीं है. देख लो बच्चे कर रहे हैं. देखो कितना अच्छा है. Then go to all the nicer shops like mobile and all. You can't get a cheaper deal in a cheaper place. So you just go to the shop. If you want to buy mobile, you buy there. Some electronics you can buy there. And then you look at all the stores and see what all items you like. Right? You liked everything. Now second half of the day will begin. Have lunch. Not in Dubai Mall. It'll be too
Where?
expensive. Anywhere but Dubai Mall.
Like a McDonald's also you can go for.
yeah, anything, man. They have.
So,
in fact,
basic kharch again, in 100 dirhams you eat lunch, in 100 dirhams you eat breakfast.
I
am
would
right?
say
Maximum?
you can have
50?
breakfast for 25 to 45 dirhams and you can
Yeah,
have
it'll be
lunch for
cheaper.
25 to 45 dirhams.
So 100 dirhams for both meals.
Yeah, 100
together.
for both.
Done.
Okay.
Chalo, aage?
Then you go to the. I usually have a friend who will drive me around. It's a little cheaper if you drive around, but otherwise metro is also very doable.
For
in
which
Dubai.
you have to do favors that I don't.
Nah,
like
I
to
don't
do.
have to
Then-
do. Yeah, there are comics everywhere. So then you just go to outlet mall. Outlet mall ka metro ka problem hai. Baki every other place in Dubai is more or less accessible by metro. Go shop whatever, buy whatever you want. Now evening ka bus take from whichever other city. Abu Dhabi से आया तो शारजा से जाओ. शारजा से आया तो अबू धाबी से जाओ. बस ले लो एयरलाइन का. तुम्हें एयरपोर्ट पे ड्रॉप कर देगा. फ्लाइट लेके घर पहुंच जाओ. और कस्टम वाले से आंखें मत मिलाओ. खत्म हो गया.
Oh, custom, you didn't get stopped at
Okay.
custom at all?
No, why would I? There's the limit, na. If you're under
But
the
he's
limit,
just
they don't
carrying one
stop you.
phone and a couple of other things. It's okay.
Ah.
But the total cost to company, actual maths that we've done here with the ticket pricing, with the 2 possible meals, maybe 3, and with the travel and with the actual buying of whatever you're left to buy.
देखना
Let's
लाख
say,
रुपया कितना
total
दिरहम पड़ता है.
electronic.
That's the equation ना. 50,000 नहीं 500 dirham 5,000
only.
dirham. 5,000 dirham is I think 1 lakh rupees. AED.
The 17 bucks on the dirham, approximately.
Yeah, so 1,03,000 जेवू कहीं छे.
85,000.
Yeah.
हाँ.
Now if I just look at a flight, right? If I just look at a Dubai return flight, सबसे सस्ता.
Guys, on this podcast live, we are doing this for you.
Yeah, well,
Aakash is
we're
going
doing-
all the way
I'm
down
doing the math.
and making sure that so that today you can book your flight
No,
and
it's-
disappear.
This is Aakash is just doing this to show off how much money he has.
Why?
Yes, yes.
This is इसमें क्या
पैसा,
है?
पैसा.
तू अरे घंटा बहनचो तू बचा ना 4 महीना पैसा तो 1 लाख रुपया.
वही तो ना, 4
हाँ,
महीना कम
1 साल
बचा
बचा. मैं तो बचा
अरे.
के गया ना.
Hey,
ऐसा
Aakash,
थोड़ी
you're
है
talking
पैसा.
to multi-millionaire. This is the person who flew to Sri Lanka.
He has 13
And
cars,
got
motherfucker.
stuff.
He's telling
I
me
mean,
not to
13
fucking.
cars, 42
Dad.
aircraft. He's got houses
That's all
everywhere.
bunker
He
was
owns
there.
the
That's all
country of
bunker was
Belgium.
there.
You have no idea how
That's
rich this
all
guy is. He's so rich. He drives himself. Only really rich people drive themselves.
Yeah,
All
because
middle
the
class people
cars
have
are so
drivers now.
nice. You know, that they
Yeah,
have to be
you don't
self-driven.
trust.
Well.
It's a racism thing. You cannot touch my car. It's like that. Which I felt
देखो
like
एयर
around
इंडिया
my
का
ability.
तो है ना. एयर इंडिया का तो दुबई एक्चुअल प्रॉपर दुबई फ्लाइट इज ओनली 23,000 रिटर्न. तो तुमको वो बस लेने का भी जरूरत नहीं है. ठीक है.
So you're saying screw the Abu Dhabi option for 1,000
या
rupees less.
एंड फिर 50,000 रुपए का तुम शॉपिंग करो. 50,000 में तुम जो भी लोगे.
50,000 एक दिन में. Which is how much dirhams again?
That's
weekly?
2,500 dirhams.
2,500, 2,500 dirhams.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
a
bad,
lot
right?
of money, dude. You can buy so much shit in that much money. I couldn't spend 2,500 dirhams in this trip.
You can buy the entire edition of this podcast and have money saved to buy a phone. It's fantastic. What an idea.
Yeah, why don't you
Guys, Shobik said,
sponsor our show, man?
Yeah.
Shobik
And
said
then
that
and
he sends,
it'll be a conflict of interest.
also get a longer term visa for Dubai. It's cost effective. Good point.
Yeah.
The Shobik says he's heard everything on this show. He's like ready to retire now because today we gave him a cut way to go to Dubai. This is an actual fact. I think you can bet any money on the fact that what Aakash has told you is a possibility. If you want, in 24 hours, you'll be back with a nice new phone at the cost of under 1 lakh rupees.
Yeah.
The entire
Shovik
experience.
Bakshi said, Ayushi, ship correspondent, Aakash, Dubai correspondent.
And bed and bridge correspondent, Navin. I
Navin,
nominate.
yes.
Yeah.
Headrest.
Our correspondent
Bed
is
headrest correspondent is Navin. नहीं ये वाला अच्छा नहीं है अगला वाला लो.
That's the.
अरे पुअर नवीन can't relate. नहीं नवीन ने भी यही ट्रिप मारा था दुबई में. हाँ यही
What is
That's
it?
the trip I broke the bed, by the way.
Yeah, that's the trip where he broke the bed. So
President
just
Hotel where they drop you from
हाँ.
Abu Dhabi to Dubai, and from there the bed was broken, and then we took an entire.
When you broke the bed, were you singing Fir Bhi Dil Hai Hindustani or what?
I was singing Ave Maria.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay.
But I was.
What about topics?
Yeah,
Big
let's
pop
get
of
to topics.
topics.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
the
very
topics.
interesting. Akash's story was very interesting.
Joe Rogan ka baap ban gaya. Let's give them a topic. By the way, did you guys see Sadhguru on Joe Rogan?
Yeah,
Quite
yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
oh Sadhguru was on Joe Rogan.
You know, I
no?
felt like
Yeah.
a lot of Joe Rogan's like
Shri
what he
Rogan.
was saying, like jokes and all, just went over Sadhguru's head, or he didn't respond only. Did you guys?
No, I don't think
Notice
Sadhguru is not into listening too much. I think he does more of the talking.
Neither is Joe
That
Rogan.
was
That's
the
the
problem.
funniest part.
Yeah.
No, Joe Rogan's very into listening. I think. Yeah, he
No, Joe
responds
listens, Navin.
He's
He
an
has
active,
follow-up
he's an
questions
active
always.
It's a
listener.
joke.
Yeah.
I don't
We
know.
have to
I didn't
understand
see
when
it.
we are
I
going
don't-
into jokes and when we are being
He thought it was
serious.
You know, yesterday I
give
was
us a
having
sign.
this. I was having this conversation with someone, and they were telling me about how like they something similar to this, only some influencer that they don't like.
Okay.
And the conversation went on for about 25 minutes in what was a business meeting. So I felt like, yeah, you know, and then I realized one thing: like, the beauty of the internet is that you don't ever have to encounter things you don't like.
That's very true.
Like you can just like mute anything
Yeah.
you even remotely dislike. And
On the
yet,
other hand,
Yep.
you're fascinated by what you don't like and you discuss it and you watch it.
yeah, that's
For some
what.
reason,
It's,
that's also
so
the
it's like
culture.
this feedback loop of getting this unpleasant feeling and then letting it out by bitching and then getting more of the unpleasant feeling. Like I don't know, man. I just have.
Akash, we are living off that. Don't knock it down. This podcast lives off that. We are hoping ki boss, people have understood that's the concept. Save soil, bol ke save oil.
Say
bhul
oil,
gaya.
bhul gaya.
Tarun, be careful. It's very powerful, man. But I thought Joe Rogan began very friendly, and then towards the middle, he was a little bit didn't want to be rude. So he was being a
Definitely
little
trying.
PC.
He was trying extra hard not to be rude, like, and not seem.
Not to be rude, but body language, jawline gets tight. You know, if you see a lot of Joe Rogan, you see his mannerisms and body language change.
He's biting his lip
occasion.
not to like retort or something. You know.
He's now thinking of contact sport, and you're thinking, no. Let's not,
But do you think it was a paid gig? Like it was a something
Promotional
where they-
thing, yeah.
Promotional thing.
Definitely no. So I don't think Joe Rogan needs like
No.
how much money will they give him?
Sadhguru would have paid Joe Rogan's podcast.
No, I don't
to
think
be
that's what I'm
on.
saying. I don't think.
But
I don't think
Sadhguru is
Joe
also
Rogan
into MMA,
does
by
that.
the way. He's into.
Akash, you're all about the
martial
money,
arts
bro.
stuff.
All about the money, and you may be right.
I'm trying to.
So Sadhguru is very savvy for sure. His PR team is very savvy. So
Yeah.
it's possible.
Sav Guru.
But I don't
But
think
I mean, he
Rogan's
has run-
podcast work like that.
Yeah,
They-
because he runs a very financially lucrative
Business, yeah.
Empire.
whatever you call it.
They've discussed Sadhguru before with the other guys, and they've had and they sort of were interested, curious about this guy. I think the mystical East is always a curiosity for the Westerner who thinks he's very
Yeah,
liberal,
yeah.
open-minded, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Not to give labels to anyone, but so Joe Rogan, you got to give him some credit that he likes to keep an open sort of book.
Yeah.
So he keeps an open book. He lets the guy on, but then I felt it didn't go in the completely happy direction it began at, which is. I think Sadhguru basically lectured him. After some time,
Basically, yeah,
he was
dude.
like a
There were
schoolboy.
entire like 10-minute chunks, I think, where Sadhguru was the only one talking and Joe basically said like one word or two words.
I love it when he was promoting the episode. He was like, listen to it exclusively on Spotify. The reason Spotify lost millions of dollars is this podcast, dude. It's so funny.
Yeah, but I think also in the back of the mind they know the Indian viewership is so huge and across the world.
Indians will
so
find
you
the
want to
crack
be
version
little
only. They
careful.
won't like.
Yeah,
I have 2-3 crack versions of Spotify on my phone, which I can download and like install anytime I want. No ads, nothing.
Oh wow.
But
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
things.
luckily Spotify doesn't carry this show, so we're okay.
Yeah,
right. Silvery?
not it does actually. Shit.
Not exclusively. Not exclusively. I just want to put out to Spotify
we're not-
that
we're not
people have
exclusive.
ways. Okay, so don't like.
Yeah. Or make us
Also
exclusive,
Netflix,
man.
by
Give
the
us,
way,
give us
Netflix-
that $100 million deal.
Netflix can calm the fuck down because
Also,
they are now
if-
going to charge extra for like extra accounts and family membership and everything. Who made you Netflix? People made you, and we can put you off that pedestal
No,
very fast.
but it's very.
No, that has
No,
been
no,
going on for years. Every
No,
few
this
months,
was,
no,
this
this
was
will
a
come
very
out.
official statement.
Yeah, but think of how smart they were in the first place, man. They said
Onboarding.
the only thing that matters to the shareholders is how much time is spent on the app. That's as important as how much money we're making
yeah,
right
they never
now.
give numbers also.
Yeah, so the amount of time, whether it's 7 people using it or 3 people using it, it just means there's more people, more time spent on the thing, right?
Yeah.
So it was in their
If
benefit.
you log on
But
for
is
even 5 seconds, it should be counted. Because you saw something. Why should it not be counted?
Yeah,
Yeah, correct.
exactly. So I mean, it's a business thing, man. Obviously, they'll want to make money off of it at some point.
But also, it's very possible. So this is just a feature that they're experimenting with.
They
don't
lose,
even know.
they lose people. Essentially, they
They
don't
will.
have many people.
That's exactly
But it's
it.
okay.
They're running on a loss.
But they're already like Telegram is already eating into the business. It'll continue eating into the business.
Telegram as in?
And my
The
point is,
sharing
see,
app.
huh? Yeah, Telegram, dude. Like,
Oh,
abhi,
for sending content.
in my building and all, Watchmen and all, they watch everything on
Haan,
Telegram only.
That to like share it and all from like 2018,
Yeah,
19, they have been doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, how
But-
can you
but
watch stuff on
still-
Telegram? I don't understand.
No, you share content like massive
Telegram
files.
has no data limit. So
Okay,
you
Bruce
can-
Wayne is explaining everything.
okay.
Listen to what he has to say. Camprint, fake certificates, jailbroken Spotify, anime on illegal websites. Sylvie
Yeah.
lives like a college. kindly.
Camprint, but no, never Camprint.
But what about Aakash?
But yes.
He gets his finer details and nuances from the building watchman's digital footprint, which I think is you got to respect that. This guy is universal from Dubai to where in just 2 minutes.
I talked to him, man.
topic-
Like we have a
You
not
talk, yours is you
not
talk
this
to
one.
him, but for me, they talk to me.
I have seen Akash's watchman's testicles without any will.
What are you? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Okay,
yeah,
we have to stop and ask the
Let's not-
question.
I
Why
mean-
have I seen it?
No, we have, Sylvie, we can't. The people
Okay,
listening,
we
I mean,
have
we
to
can't
now,
just
yeah,
run away.
please.
I'm not involved.
No,
only.
he
You
started
guys do
something.
this.
You brought it up. Sorry, oops.
We just
Sorry.
finished the topic. What
Sorry,
the fuck are you
just-
saying?
No,
Sherwin?
you forget the topic. Just, go ahead.
No, so basically, Akash's watchman loves locking the building. Like he's obsessed
Yeah.
with closing the gate at 11. Okay, and I usually after the show, if we go to chill at his place,
Yeah,
we are leaving. We are leaving at 1 or 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
And once like Shubho, somebody, I don't know, too late now.
Once, my fiance was also over.
Yeah, Akash's fiance was over, and we had gone up. Okay, and Akash was not there, and we are like, okay, I'm coming down in 15 minutes because I just had to drop her home, and then I sat down, and then we kept getting baked. Okay, and then we came down at around 12:30. I tell him to like open the gate, and he's just angry because he's put a machardani and everything,
Nah.
and he's gone to sleep. Okay,
Ah.
and he wears those, you know, the
Lungi.
the boxers, the
Yeah, yeah.
loose ass boxers.
Yeah,
Kachas, kachas.
Kachas, yeah, the one that has one end over there and the other end over there, and you're in the leg in the middle. So I asked him for the keys, okay, and he's supposed to toss the keys to me. In his sleep, he throws the keys somewhere else, dude, like this. Like I'm there and he's throwing the keys over there, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck have you done? No, you go and get because I
probably
can't.
drunk
Yeah,
then.
no, he was.
No, he doesn't drink.
He's an old man who's
Anger
angry.
is worse than drink. Huh.
Then he like
Go
he
on.
slowly gets up, like one limb at a time, where his hand goes first, his
Oh,
other hand
okay.
goes first.
And then you can
he
see.
arches like this in the with
Incredible
his ass
view.
up backwards, and then the whole view was just right there. And then he crawled like this towards the key.
Very
got it.
unnecessary.
And
But
then he
this
screamed
is-
at me.
Maybe
He
he
had
did it
what
just
to
for
do.
you.
He yelled at me, dude, like, yeah, abhi ho gaya aapka 15 minute and all that. I'm like, dude, I saw nothing I wanted to see over here. Okay, just,
Yeah.
anyways.
Ah.
But Sylvie, the message here is that Navin still goes back to the building. Hello?
Yeah.
You know?
We were
After that
baking
experience.
pies. Okay, don't ask questions. You don't want to know.
Arre, they make these cup little fucking cakes for me when I come back from tour. It's
Yeah.
very cute.
It says,
Who makes?
hope
The
Dubai was
watchman?
fun.
No, Navin and my fiance and
Oh,
generally
you're
my,
talking about your
and my-
marijuana
I don't know if
puddings
they
that
let
are
the
made
watchman
by-
up.
I mean,
I'm not
really,
at
I mean, you
home.
think this audience is stupid? I mean, with your stupid way of holding back information, just tell the truth.
Yeah, the
And,
watchman was showing his
Sylvie,
own
remember
cupcakes
the
to us.
disclaimer, we are not involved in what the guests say. The guests come and talk about sex and attack other celebrities. Aakash was torn apart 5 already in the first 20 minutes.
Okay,
So,
just a
we
fun
can-
fact. There's a rapper called Cupcake in America, and if you want to like watch something that's random, just go and watch Cupcake edits on YouTube. People have taken all like normal because she's a very outspoken rapper, so she
Right.
says, suck that dick till that comes and all that. So they put all of that in Spider-Man cut trailer and everything. And my
Oh,
boyfriend keeps playing it on loop. So please listen to her and
that's fine.
yeah.
Oh, when he's in the shop, the cake shop.
No, it's everywhere. Everywhere he listens to it. What was
But
it?
do you hear the dirty lyrics?
Yeah. She
Yeah,
has a
but
song
afterwards
called
Spider-Man
LGBT LGBT also. Check it out.
Okay.
Like a
Navin
butta?
always gives what?
Navin always gives disturbing
like a
graphic
butta.
images. Acha, news item, chalo.
Yeah.
Vanna
So
bolenge
should we just
news
go to a
in-
break, Cyrus, and then come back
Yeah,
after an early
chalo,
break?
chalo.
And
It's
then
too
first-
early, bro. It's only 10:29.
It's
I feel
Yeah.
we should cross 10:30.
Halfway point.
It's only One,
That's the
two,
ideal place.
3, 4,
That's the other
5,
bit. Are we
6,
just
7,
counting down the seconds to the break time?
It's
Okay.
the most fun part of the show. That and counting your money to go to Dubai. That's what we taught them so far. Don't even watchman's testicles. This is classist, sexist, ageist.
How is
I
it
don't know, bro.
classist?
Of course, it's classist. It's because you're looking down on that poor watchman.
No, I'm not
You
looking
said
down. I was
yours
looking
less than
straight
me.
up. where
I
it was.
laughed at him while I ate my cupcake and all that. You said all these things, Navin. You can't take it back now.
That's not classist at
Yeah.
all. I would say that about a rich man also.
You were
Okay,
creepily
we'll
staring
save
at the
the show.
watchman.
If I saw
We'll
Ratan
save the
Tata's
show.
balls, I
We'll
would say
save
the
the
same
show.
thing.
We'll save- there's Milind Soman. Milind Soman is getting ready.
That's
for the
Cyrus's
show.
watchman. Arey, is it bed with you?
Hey, you guys want to see some body parts? Hey, Vijay bhai,
You see, I watch man.
you can cup
Okay, I
my
think now
cakes
we've crossed the
anytime,
10:30.
Navin.
That offer can't be
Good news.
rescinded,
It's
okay?
time for the break.
Yeah, let's take a break, Cyrus. Yeah.
We'll take a quick break. The watchman will wear better kachas and we'll come back in a minute. Here it is.
Figure this
The
out.
break.
Hey, it's been another great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On This Round is on Me, Gauri is joined by none other than Vidya Balan, who talks about her debut Bengali film, her love for acting, and her journey as an actor so far. Speaking of Gauri Devidyal, she sits in for Varun on Think Fast with Suchita this week. Gauri, as you know, besides being an avid podcaster, is a restaurant and co-founder of Food Matters. She discusses everything that has happening in the F&B space and how the pandemic has affected their business. Tune in to Say No to Drama as Chetna is here to tell us all about what we need to remember and avoid when we embark on a new journey. Mahek and Harshit from All Things Policy talk about the Indian government promoting traditional medicines like Coronel and Giloy and how we can take a scientific approach to traditional medicine. And on The Longest Constitution, Priya talks about Indian MPs and their salaries, women's labor, tensions over commercial surrogacy, and a whole lot more. Do follow us on social media. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And remember, if you're enjoying this show or any of our other shows for that matter, please do tell a friend. Also, don't forget to rate us on any platform that you might be listening to us. You can also check us out on YouTube. We have a webpage, ivmpodcast.com/YouTube, where a list of all our channels are. And finally, we'd like to thank our sponsors this week, SBI Life Insurance, Bank of Baroda, India Water Portal, and Max Life Insurance. Thank you so much for making this possible.
Brothers, nobody spoke about this mic, this fancy mic that
Yeah, we
got.
were
Yes,
appreciating it in the
we were
break only.
appreciating, yeah, correct.
That how nice and
कि तेरा है ही
wholesome.
नहीं
Yeah.
और तू लाया ही नहीं अपने आप
Yeah, this is Costa has arranged all this.
Hey,
Yeah.
baat batao, it's been 6 years. I thought we were to upgrade the technology. Enough of all this nonsense. So I brought together India's finest electrician, Raju bhai.
It's just
In
And-
return for bed space. It's like
every time it's like,
What's it
hi.
called? A blue Yeti. A blue Yeti. Are you guys familiar with
I hope
this?
that's what they call you,
Nice.
Cyrus.
Just Yeti.
The abominable. I can't even say it.
Abominable.
abominable
Abominable.
abominable
Abominable, yes.
Abominable. 50 things you do before you die.
Abominable.
Go to Nepal and see if you can find a Yetai.
Oh shit.
While we are waiting for the first topic to unveil itself, just to tell you, this is 7 grams BCA from Prime, Palomines company. Please take it after workout. You can take it before as well, but don't take it on a full stomach. You may go to the pot immediately. Never leave home without psychotic pre-workout. It gives you a buzz, 300 grams plus of caffeine, beta-alanine, everything's in place, superb stuff.
Are you
And
fond
of
of
course, you can't trust what I keep in this powder box of mine. It's a bit like
That
what
is
you
churran.
take. Yes, this
clearly
is
churran.
churran.
That's cocaine, Cyrus. Itna zyada cocaine, Cyrus. Shit. You're living the life.
that's some dirty cocaine if it's cocaine dude
Very dirty cocaine.
It's crack.
It's
crack.
got the
तो ठीक है तो ठीक है
yeah, it's got the Kolkata.
Hey guys, listen to dinner from yesterday. I don't know if you are familiar with Cal.
I like
It's
he's
the
like let's
Hangla
talk about
famous-
topics, but also whatever's on my table. Let me just bring everything. You ate from a Karti roll place, the Kusum
Because
Karti
my
roll?
rule is nobody comes to the room till I leave, as in to clean it.
Acha,
So you should see the room. I used to room with Chidappa a lot in the old days when they made us room together and all. And Chidappa cleans everything. So we are the two opposites, you know. I just come, I drop everything, I'm naked, I'm scratching, I leave everything everywhere, towels, and Chidappa picks up everything. He hovers while you're eating. Finish? No, I'm watching a match. He just hovers.
snatching your plate while you're
And
still
then
eating. Yeah.
Navin, I'd go to the loo, I come back, it's gone. He's put everything out. He hangs things up in a cupboard. He's like the perfect wife, man.
That's what
And
I
I'm
do.
like, what the
Yeah, I would
fuck?
love him, dude. Like
Yeah.
even I'm like that only.
You
Even
love
I'm like
him.
that in the hotel room. I'm very
Are you
clean.
neat?
Like
And the weird part
everything
is,
has a
yeah,
place.
Our
and-
partners are the opposite of both
Oh
of us.
my
Yeah.
god!
Yeah.
So when you have to room with the opposite, it's something else, man.
Yeah, it's,
I mean, if you don't know each other, get along, it can be
it's
quite
our
embarrassing.
life and it's now or
Forever.
never.
I'm gonna go to
But
hotel
my
forever.
partner, the abominable Blue Yeti out there, is a complete oaf. I mean, he's as filthy as I am. He's
Yeah.
got food on his beard.
But why
while
is
he's
he
putting
living in
together
your
everything.
hotel room? Is my first question.
Yeah. It's like Santa's little
Navin,
helper.
I have to come out of the closet.
No,
This
this is
I
Costa's room.
tried
Cyrus is crashing.
Go to a
in
literal
there.
closet, no, please, Cyrus. Go to a literal closet and come out. That will be hilarious.
Aakash, the Gujarati that he is thinking, have I sublet? He's already
Yeah, it's the bathroom space for
ready
him.
the break, make some money on the side.
No, guys, I have to tell a
Okay,
quick
sorry,
story
let's
before we
go.
start with the topic. I have a
Yeah,
quick
okay,
story.
quick.
10 years ago, my engineering college, we did a time capsule theme for our annual day, okay?
Oh, cool.
The fest is called Iris, and I won't
Okay.
take the college's name because they're already embarrassed. But 10 years hence, in 2022, the capsule was
Iris,
supposed to be
really,
bottled.
sometimes.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
the thing is, like, we were like, let's do it for 20 years, you know, like, this 10 years we'll remember where we are in life.
Yeah.
It won't be that much, you know. And I remember, like, I'd written a letter to myself with photos of my friends and everything, you know. And I was in
Wow.
love with my daddy friend back then. So I was
Hmm.
like, you know, how you're in love with him and everything. I wrote letters to myself. We all put it in Ziploc bags, and then they had like a sealing thing also. And then it went, everybody was like, wow, whatever, yeah. It came out yesterday
Yeah,
for
wow.
this year's fest.
Nice.
And turns out a bunch of engineering kids did not think about water leakage
Lovely.
issues.
Oh no.
So the entire time capsule was filled with water
Wow.
and came out ruined. Much like our engineering degrees, it's garbage now. Okay.
Fungus is less and less.
And my friend sent me the photo. It's just like, you know, like disgusting
Mush,
bags.
yeah.
Like, you know how you fish water.
Yeah.
It's like ugh. And they're like, we're still trying to find something that can be salvaged.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
put on
exactly.
display and everything. It's crazy.
And these guys are building ships and stuff right now.
Yeah,
Some
that's
of
a
them.
country's
Yeah.
brightest minds out there.
So nothing was intact at all.
There are a few things intact, but I'll show you the photo of how the things came out.
Do you have your stuff?
My
Yeah.
stuff is also gone. I don't know what's conserved
Oh.
anymore. But this is how it looks now. This is like bags
Oh,
of
it's just
disgusting
filth.
garbage.
You
All
put it in
What
a
did you guys store
cardboard
it in?
box?
no, no, that, multiple stuff were kept, like, you know, different kind of packaging. And
But the outside was like a metal
outside
thing,
was a
right?
outside was a glass box. Yeah,
Oh, leak
it was
is
it was
crack,
a
okay.
it was a glass box built by the kids only because they're
But
like,
it
you know,
wasn't broken, right? It was glass, unbroken
so
glass,
they had
right?
that
So how did
stuck glass with like four
They wouldn't
corners.
have
Oh, so it
waterproofed
wasn't
it.
They didn't
properly
waterproof
You
sealed
would
with
have
glass.
silicone
Yeah.
nahi
Okay,
laga
genius.
rahega bachcha log.
Have they
Exactly.
been? Do they do this every year or that the one year it
That was
happened?
the theme of the year.
Theme of the year.
One year our theme was human centipede. No, not human. What is that thing? Human domino. Human domino.
Human centipede.
So we all had to like.
Cyrus doesn't know what a
Human
human
centipede.
centipede
Cyrus,
is.
do you know what a human centipede is?
No, I've gone through all his sex
No,
stories in
this is
Australia.
not my sex story. This is a movie franchise. Go and Google it afterwards.
But it's very disturbing. I
Don't-
would
don't
just
watch,
say.
yeah.
Don't watch it.
Okay, now,
Google it
Philip-
at most.
Okay, with the human centipede, quickly. because
Human
now people
domino,
are
human
wasting
domino.
money.
That was the
Domino.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Where like they made it was supposed to be the Limca Book of World Records attempt. Okay, where like some thousands of kids have like
Fall
lined up
over.
like this, all are kneeling against each other, and then one person starts falling, they all fall on top of each other,
Right, yeah.
and then we couldn't get up till the domino was done. So which
Yeah.
means like if I'm the fifth kid,
Oh, shit.
till the 1,000 kid is done, I'm lying on somebody's crotch for no reason.
Ah.
What stupid college themes. Hated my life over there.
Sounds like fun.
No, it was not.
Did someone hit their head and die? Is that possible in a human domino?
No,
Nice.
it was not a human.
Somebody falls on belly.
It was
Somebody's
not a
head might
human
hit
mountain
somebody's
fall.
crotch.
Okay.
Just a like on the.
If someone's hard, then you can get hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a
Like,
video of
ouch,
that also.
what is
somewhere.
that?
Okay.
Yes,
the
topic.
news-
Let's get to topics. All right.
Come on.
Firstly, Navin was just in Delhi, and he came back, and it was announced that Delhi is now the second, the most polluted city in the world.
What did
For
you do,
second
Navin?
consecutive
I had too much chole bhature. Sorry.
Sylvie, after Navin left, it was voted. So that means he's not responsible. He left and then it became the most polluted. While he was there, it was a third,
It's fine.
at third position.
It was
fourth
fine, it
position.
was
He
third
actually was
over.
holding fourth.
Immediately
Yeah.
after he left. Yeah. So, but second consecutive year, this study has been going on for the last 2 years only, and both years we are best leaders. We are in this space.
Well, to be honest, Arvind Kejriwal had attended a press conference about
I
this.
did see some stars in Delhi though. I was very impressed.
No,
by
he
that.
mentioned clearly that only on odd days are they the worst city in the world. On even days they're okay. So it's up and down thing. It's not
But
fair.
say what you may about Delhi, like no travel is cumbersome over there. I'll give that to the city. Like, you know, people move. Like signal happens, then it moves. There's no like, oh shit, आगे वाला क्या कर रहा है? उसको मारो जाके, उसकी मार.
You be in Khan Market when everybody's out shopping.
That's the old Delhi. Like Cyrus, the
There are
infrastructure
some
is not
areas which are
supporting
terrible.
that. That's
at
very,
different
very
times.
obvious. Like, you know?
But they're big. But they're bigger roads.
I felt
And their
that
VIP
people-
culture is better.
Yeah.
Because their VIP culture, people know who the VIP is. You see, there's a huge difference there. As in Valkeshwari, you have no idea who the Lal Bhatti is. Just goes running around.
Yeah.
There, everybody knows. Pradhan Mantri ka cousin ka beta ka dost ka second friend ja raha hai, you know, and walk back.
What is there's a video being passed
The
around
human
in the
domino is
studio.
showing it to everybody.
Yeah, Navin is just showing us how the human domino works.
Oh no.
So you have to go.
But is this
you're,
with-
not you're not falling backwards. You're falling facewards.
Faceward, yeah. Or
Faceward.
spelling someone's ass. Look at this. This is
Yeah.
my college. I'm somewhere in
Oh, there are girls also.
Yeah.
I am game. So it's like batting and bowling. You have to choose who the partners in front of you and behind you.
Stupid.
Once you
Wow.
get that right, you're
Look at this,
okay.
look at this.
Wow.
Wow.
That is
Hey, not bad, bro.
not bad.
I
That's
thought
what-
everyone would be standing.
Yeah.
What
I
if
thought
you-
everyone,
I-
you know, जानबूझ के गिर रहे हैं. Actually गिर रहे हैं वैसे नहीं हो रहा है. Like जानबूझ के ठीक है, अरे लग गया, अच्छा ठीक है.
But I think as long as you're wearing underwear, you should be okay. It didn't look that bad.
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
screen.
But I have
coming back
this
to the
theory
pollution,
about
yeah.
these dirty cities.
Yeah.
I feel like like it boils down to the pride, right? Like it boils down to how proud you are of your neighborhood. Like if you feel like your neighborhood is something worth.
Yeah, but Delhi में तो
Protecting, keeping
Delhi is
clean.
more than
Thing is-
Bombay though.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sure
what-
people are
So
prouder.
this is what's confusing to me.
Delhi is the city which gave us some of the best titles outside our house, bro. Come on, meet the Kapoors. It's actually there.
Yeah.
You know, they actually have things like that. So they are quite proud of the locality.
Speaking of Delhi, it takes me back several years to one of the best Delhi rants ever recorded in Indian cinema history from the movie 99. Where you and Kunal Khemu did the best freaking rant ever. सबका नाम
All
नेहा
the
होता है या
girls
तो
have the
प्रिया
same
होता है या तो ये होता है या तो ये होता है. It was such a great rant.
Shweta ya Neha.
Yeah, Shweta ya Neha.
Which is actually true, man. You cannot tell me you grew up without a Shweta and a Neha. It just has to be
And
there.
a puja also.
And then that girl is also Neha or something at the end, no?
Yeah, she is. Wow, you're a stalker, bro.
It's one of the. I
He
loved
looked her
that
up.
movie.
Yeah,
It's
one
one
of
of my
better
favorite movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like very tongue in cheek, very aware of the.
I mean, Baman Irani was great. Kunal Khemu was there. Cyrus was there.
Yeah. And Cyrus apparently ran multiple times for that opening shot. Huh?
Yeah.
We accosted him on the show and asked him. He was like, yeah, I ran.
In the fat suit, Navin,
Yeah, with my
you're
chubby
making
ass.
fun of it, but it was really hot. It's like a sauna.
Yeah.
And then to
Yeah,
run
yeah,
and that fucking athlete Kunal Khemu, 20 years younger than me. Let's do it again, bro. Let's be faster. Oh, fucking not a race. We're actors. Just act, no. After that, they're shooting your feet. I don't know why actors want to perform so well when they're just
Yeah.
shooting your feet. I mean, the feet are running. What can you make out?
Acha, Feral Mind has pointed out a good thing. I agree, I was wrong. Pollution is not the same as dirty. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. It is the most polluted, not the dirtiest.
Polluted, yeah.
Dirtiest is.
But I'm sure it's an added
No,
like,
but then-
feature.
No,
of it.
I think polluted
You're
would
talking
be
about-
different.
So no.
Like you
pollution
can't
can be
drink
air
the-
quality index definitely is under
Air
pollution.
you can't drink the river
Burning
water.
of fertilizers,
That was the
noise,
pollution.
all
Yeah.
that stuff.
But like waste management and all is all comes under pollution only. You know, doesn't have to come under dirty.
I mean, the sewers might not be
Yeah.
the most treated or something.
yeah,
as well.
exactly. So
Hilary,
all that.
this show comes under pollution. Pollution is a huge market. Yeah, it's not like one or two things. Yeah, it's
That's
huge.
true.
So then
But-
how
but
Also,
Delhi-
but another thing to be proud of, out of the top 15
Most
South
polluted?
Asian and East Asia countries, cities which are on this list, top 15 most dirtiest cities, 12 of them are in India.
Whoa! Polluted or dirty?
Not bad.
Polluted.
Always, if you're not the best, be the worst. I
Yeah,
really
yeah,
believe that.
yeah,
My
yeah,
career
yeah.
is
He'll
tested on
remember
to
us.
that.
He'll be
Yeah.
remembered. First 2 years
The
he
worst.
came first.
It's like, you know, when
Don't
you
be
fail
the
in
middle.
class, you're
Don't
like,
be the
mom, मैं
middle.
पहला आया पीछे
Yeah,
से. You
Correct.
know?
That only.
But इसमें पीछे से भी नहीं. इसमें
Yeah.
literally पहला आया list में.
हाँ,
You know, it's just the
No,
list
but
you
tell
don't
me
want to be
honestly,
on.
we keep discussing this. You always remember the guy who got worst marks in the class. You can't forget that guy. He's special.
See, I forgot.
It has
it.
to
I
be.
forgot him. I don't know who it
No,
was.
Oh, sorry, that was me. Oh, okay. So now I remember.
But there was a guy in our class in 8th standard called Daniel. He was so bad that teachers were like, I don't know how. Like, you know, like
Yeah,
she
yeah.
would call you
He's
at the
panicking.
open house, she would
The
call the
teacher
mom.
starts crying to the parent.
Yeah. Like he failed 3-4 years, dude. Like he became a man in school. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
Like he became like
Yeah, तो छाती पे बाल है.
he's shaving and all.
What a fabulous.
Yeah, and teachers like at this point I'm scared of him. You know, like please take him
Yeah.
somewhere else.
You got to make this into a show.
Man.
This guy before the geography exams took my book and kept it with him, dude. What a motherfucking piece of shit.
Wow.
Because I'm looking everywhere, okay? Like we were doing like the semester exams ke pehle we have like a unit test
Yeah,
or whatever,
yeah,
we
yeah.
do a small. This guy taken my geography workbook where I've written all the answers, my everything, and kept it at his house. And then before the exam, 3 days before the exam, I'm like, shit, who has it? And then he's like, yeah, I have it. Come to my house. And I'm like, what?
Why?
What were
That
you
was
doing with
that's
it?
the way he wanted you to get you over to his house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a pickup line.
That's
Bro.
a
You
pickup
didn't take it
line.
up.
He was.
I have your
Wow.
geography book.
But he
Wow.
introduced me to
Yeah.
Shaggy
Yeah.
when I was a kid.
Huh?
He was like that.
Shagging?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
it wasn't
sexy
me.
lady.
Oh, Shaggy.
Are on
Yeah.
the
Okay.
floor. Yeah.
So he was like, you know, he's not
Honey,
saying
give
all
me
on the
that
floor.
come
Yeah.
red and that. That's what Shaggy.
No, that's different.
That's
But
Wasam
that's a
Shaggy.
different song.
Shaggy.
That's
Different song, yeah,
a
but-
song is
Aakash,
different.
Shaggy, अंग्रेजी में गुजराती में सेगी.
Huh.
Yeah.
Segi.
Sure.
Segi.
All right,
Yes,
next topic. Let's
Segi.
quickly do
Like
one more
Pawan
topic.
Negi. Never.
You know, one of those boys who becomes like too mature and then starts jerking off in the back row. That guy, you know,
Why? Why?
scandalizing all the younger kids. के लिए
So-
मेरा वाला तो ऐसा नहीं है.
Except for testicles, but that was scientifically pointed out, and now it's gone back into
mean,
that.
he
खैर,
was one of
तुम्हारे
those
स्कूल
kids.
में बैक बेंचर सिर्फ बाल खींचता होगा, बट नवीन के स्कूल में
खींचता था, लंबा खींचता था.
नहीं, मेरा बैक बेंच डोमिनो इफेक्ट लगाता था जिसमें
Okay. So this is the ex-Afghanistan finance minister. After the whole Taliban thing, it's been 7 months since Taliban took over Afghanistan, and so the Afghanistan finance
and
minister
they're
is now
not looking like
driving.
the worst regime. They're not
Yeah.
looking like the worst regime in the world anymore. Ha, ha.
Yeah.
Go on.
Us Taliban was like, hey, Ukraine, we are with
Yeah.
you.
But the so their ex-finance minister is now driving an Uber. He has used up all his savings. He's driving an Uber in Washington DC. He's also on the side doing some professor. As a professor, he's doing some lectures at Georgia University, but or Georgetown University. Okay,
Wonderful
one of them.
research, Antariksh.
Yeah,
Love
one of them.
love
But you get it. But basically, yeah, he's driving an Uber for the most part to make ends meet. It's very sad. That's
So
not.
while you're
I don't know
getting
if that's
confused setups from Antariksh, I've got some strange person hovering around me here, pulling wires out.
is that more a statement? I mean, I mean, okay.
But he got freedom. Look at it that way.
He's
I
got
mean, no,
freedom.
I mean, this is more about the US rental problems and all right now than anything else, right? Like, ये एक
Hey,
आदमी
hello,
को
Uber
नौकरी
is
में
not
भी
such a
ठीक से
bad
नहीं
profession.
जीता।
But he was.
Uber is an ownership business, Baba, in a sense. So
I
it's
mean,
not
yeah,
the worst
sure.
job.
Yeah, it's not terrible, but it's.
But
still
I
he's
mean,
driving
you
as a
feel
taxi
feel
driver.
much
much
worse.
worse.
Finances
Finance
You feel
minister-
worse because he was a
Why fi-
politician,
Yeah.
right? If he was a teacher
Yeah,
there
no.
and an Uber driver here, you would be like, सही हुआ.
हाँ, that's true.
तो फिर तो क्या घंटा फर्क पड़ता है पॉलिटिशियन
Yeah,
में? उसको वोट ही
but-
तो मिला है
More
ना.
importantly,
it's
आदमी
still
तो
like-
सादा है ना वो.
It's still like a fall from grace, so to say. Wouldn't
But
you say?
there's an irony that you're
Yeah.
finance minister, then you should be working better for your finances in the next.
Yeah, that's
Bro,
true.
their
Yeah,
country
that's
got
also-
taken over by.
Their ex-comms minister right now also is in Germany as a pizza delivery boy. So,
Delivery man for you.
Wow.
So he's the delivery guy is communications and.
But again,
Yeah.
like, I feel like these are the lucky people, dude. तू क्या बात कर रहा है? ये लोग तो निकल गए तालिबान
गए,
ऑपरेशन से
100%,
भाग गए. ये लोग
Think
तो
of
they
that
are the
guy-
winners.
Think
Yeah.
of the guy who became a paragliding expert for 1 minute.
Yeah, yeah.
And then just died.
Germany looks after its citizens, so he's taken care of.
So all these people
Well,
are
I
much
don't
better taken care of than
Yeah.
at least the fucking people who are still in Afghanistan.
Afghanistan.
People
So let's
who
ask
used
the
to be
big
vocal.
question. Aakash, would you happily take on the job as a pizza delivery boy in Germany for safety of government, umbrella for the
Yeah,
rest of
and
your
then
life?
he'll do comedy on the side. That's perfect.
Yeah,
Pizza
I
delivery and
can
comedy.
ply my craft anywhere on the planet. Yeah.
it's ideal.
But night deliveries? In
Yeah,
between,
yeah.
while you're telling a joke, you're delivering. How are you going to do
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, dude, I've done enough odd jobs, Cyrus.
Yeah,
I'm not worried about it.
So one pizza's late. Big deal.
नहीं कुछ लेट नहीं होगा सब सही है. मैं आया ना टाइम पे.
अच्छा वो तो है.
हाँ, snide remark साला.
Pizza के साथ joke, you know. It's like, what do you call a pizza driver?
हाँ टिप्स के लिए
Yeah,
तो कुछ
whatever.
भी कर. अरे यार जोक्स में कहीं पे भी जोक्स कर देगा मैं तो मेरे को टेंशन नहीं है.
What is worse if the guy wants to pay you in jokes? Say, boss, paisa nahi hai, but I'm a comedian, so yeah. 3 minutes to a
Or
bar.
someone offers favors other than money.
Yeah.
Like a porno, you know. The tip only.
That only happened in that building society where you have this watchman with the cross-dressing and the strange wayfarers or whatever that he wears.
हाँ.
That causes all the trouble. What's his name, by the way? Now that he's a character on our show.
Wayfarers, it seems. No, but
What's
I
his
just feel
name?
like
Who's-
huh?
Let's give him a name now. Let's humanize him more.
Which one?
He's part of our show now.
The Watchmen
This
I
watchman
saw.
who traumatized you with
Forget
the
it.
testicle.
Forget it. Don't even bother. It's a can of worms. You'll get both of us into trouble.
Okay,
Just
let's call him
fuck it.
Testi G for now. And then
Testi
we'll,
G
we'll
is
work
Testi
on
G
this.
is fine.
Pile
Yeah.
out
Testi G is
Testi G.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. 10:47.
Okay.
In the words of George W. Bush, I have to pull out in 13 minutes. So
Okay,
I
so
realized,
AMAs.
I realized
Yeah, let's
today.
do AMAs.
No. I realized today. Antariksh always puts like a gay topic because I'm coming on the panel. This is the funniest thing because there's a topic
where's the
where
key topic?
I forgot.
the topic
Yeah,
he forgot
it
was
I
a
forgot.
dog got abandoned at a shelter
Yeah,
because
that's
his
interesting.
owners thought that he was gay.
Yeah,
like
correct.
this is only for me. I know this because the dog tried to hump other male dog and they were like, this
Yeah.
dog is
But
gay.
all dogs
But
are
all dogs, yeah,
bisexual.
that's what.
dogs
All
hump
dogs hump
anything,
anything,
yeah.
man.
Dominant.
These
Yeah.
are dumb owners. that
तो
are
एक
homophobic.
सेकंड जब वो कुत्ता अंकल का पैर चोद रहा था तो उसको नहीं लगा कि ये शायद
yeah, correct.
He's into
ये तो
legs.
बड़ा
yeah.
गलत है यार.
He's into
Yeah,
legs.
he felt a great
He's
feel
a
of
leg
pride,
sexual.
I'm wanted.
Yeah.
But what we should do is we should leave the owners of pet shelters, honestly, and let the dogs go.
Yeah.
Unbelievable how cruel the
Floating
owners are.
street.
During pandemic, we discussed this before. People
Yeah.
have just left their dogs at open parks. Cats also everywhere.
Poor
One rumor
dogs,
about cats
yeah.
carrying COVID. Cats are just dropped everywhere.
There was
Oh,
one
it's just
found
unbelievable.
in Andheri just roaming around, and like the owners didn't want him apparently. Beautiful dog, and the shopkeepers are like, "Kiska hai, pata karo." There was an entire social media
And
hunt for
no
it.
temperament issue, nothing with these dogs or cats.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
other
no,
thing. So
nothing.
you
Yeah,
know that
There's
it's
no
just
idea why
abandoned.
he's been left, man. That's
Yeah.
so unfair.
Yeah.
And like
people.
after, like it's a breed that's been like, dogs are a whole species that we made for us, like exclusively for us. Now we just fuck every opportunity we get, just shitty to them.
Yeah, I've already put my list of people to kill when I get my terminal illness, whichever one I get. Top of the line animal haters and all the right up there, honestly. Silveri, you can come with me even though you're going to live.
Okay,
You'll be my wingman.
I'll also
You
come.
drive.
Yeah.
You have cars also.
That's true.
Keep
yeah.
stealing the cars, the police won't
Yeah.
catch us.
Yeah,
no?
my 6 car will be
I'm telling
patrolling
you.
everywhere looking for.
But if you
all the
want to
dog
see like
abandoners.
something like this, like somebody who goes to shit like this and gets their penance, watch this documentary called "Don't Fuck with Cats."
Oh,
on
loved it.
It's on Netflix.
Oh,
Have you seen that?
favorite.
Seen it?
Yeah,
I think
Luca-
Cyrus, you
Luca
also seen
I
it,
haven't
no?
seen it.
Go home
Fab,
and watch
fab.
I
it.
saw a bit of
Beautiful.
it, but I got scared. Remember, we were going through a psychopath issue at that point where the son of Sam and all those
So
things we were
basically, a
watching.
group of internet
Yeah,
sleuths
Aakash is also.
helped the police catch a serial killer.
Dude,
essentially.
Wow.
but jobless. These people were so jobless.
But they were not jobless. They would come back from
But
work and do
they had
this
so
because
much time on their
that-
hand though,
that
dude.
passion for animals.
Too
Antariksh,
much
you don't
passion,
understand.
yeah, was-
I would do the same thing if I saw cats being
that
tortured.
much?
Yeah, that much. That
dude,
fucking much, dude.
इतना तो नहीं
Dude,
करेगा
my cats
यार.
are my fucking life. What do you think?
No, sure.
I'll fight
but
you right now,
इतना
bitch.
तो नहीं
Say something
करेगा.
against
Finally,
my cats.
Navin has said something in the
I mean,
podcast that I
excellent
relate to.
documentary for sure.
I'm gonna jump off
Very
my seat.
intriguing. Very intriguing documentary. But the
But-
entire time I was thinking, okay,
Yeah.
these guys are just too ill.
So I was watching this documentary before going to Delhi because my flight was at
Yeah.
7 in the morning and I had 3 more hours to go to my flight. So I started watching the Burari murder
What?
case.
That
Okay,
makes
that's
no
also a good
sense. A
documentary,
normal
yeah.
person can't relate to that. You got nothing to do before 7 in the morning. What are you saying?
You have to
I
stay
can't-
awake no, for the flight. So you
I
have to like.
can't, dude. Like I get too sad with all this stuff. Dude.
I love
Burari
true crime
is,
stuff.
is very, again,
Burari.
very,
And I'm
very
going,
intriguing,
I'm going
very
to Delhi.
fascinating.
I'm flying to Delhi and watching a Delhi crime
so sad,
show. It
dude.
was
Like, I get depressed. Then I feel like, what about their parents? They had whole lives ahead of them
the
and all.
kids and all.
But
yeah.
they don't have
then-
parents anymore. They all died. It's okay.
But that's even worse. Like
No, one brother is alive. No, one
Sorry,
brother is
sorry.
alive. Who had
Oh,
to do
yeah,
the
he's
Kriya
alive.
Karam for everybody.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And he was so sad,
Don't
yeah.
tell me
Yeah.
that. Don't. It's a
But
morning,
Aakash, why
guys.
didn't anyone protest? That's the thing. Why didn't anyone put up a fight? Of
Because
some
they all
kind?
died.
It's mental conditioning,
No,
side.
exactly, that's what-
patriarchal
Yeah, but
system.
go on.
India
Some kind
is
of a cult.
yeah.
They was like,
They
yeah,
believe
some
My
kind of
father
mind
asked me to park
bending
the
something.
car properly and go back down, and I used to fight with him.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can't get that much from your
Yeah, exactly.
family
Yeah.
members. And
So,
these
yeah,
guys-
Okay, how
I
did
don't wanna-
14-year-olds and the 11-year-olds not
They
put
never
up
said
like
it to
anything?
anybody
Because
also
मेरा
outside of the house.
I have a massively depressive personality. I don't risk it only. Fucking, I can't
Yeah, yeah.
risk triggering like 3 weeks of
Yeah.
a
I
bad
don't know,
mood.
but
you
I
know?
would say this is more fascinating than
Aakash, obviously you're
depressing.
on another
Like,
level, but I'm also like that. I totally. I
it was
relate.
such a big case.
I'm very
I just
mentally
feel like
fucked up. I
no,
love
and I
this shit.
genuinely feel like I mean it's also about like the end of the day. At the end of the day, I really don't want to put myself in that mind space. Like I've
Yeah.
just finished the day, dude. Like, and I'm kind of like
Yeah.
unwinding. I
Because
don't
honestly,
Early
there's-
morning show
when
you
you-
watch.
Yeah, even worse, right?
Flights to watch all this. You know, what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah.
The-
Yeah.
the flight
Watch it
could
in
crash.
flight, exactly.
Acha,
Yeah,
acha.
perfect.
Quickly, let's do MS because Navin and I have an announcement also to make.
Yeah,
So
yeah, we have
Oh,
to-
you're gonna getting married? Congrats.
Wow, congratulations. Congratulations.
No idea.
It's a good decision.
Oh.
You said August, but this is a little early. Fine, fair enough. Okay.
Okay.
Follow me at Instagram and Twitter on Bored Brocha. I'm so bored, I need your help. I need your love. I need your touch. Okay, just follow me.
Abraham
AMS.
Ghiwala, the AMS, great name by the way. Abraham Ghiwala. He says, "Hey Akash." He's
Oh,
a
wow.
little rude. Okay.
Oh,
He
I
says,
Aakash.
"Hey Akash, that nasty show in Pune was really good.
Okay, good.
But Bear Story कौन से show में है बहनचोद?" He said that. That's his quote.
Yeah.
He was saying before Christ. Shut the fuck
Yeah.
up.
Okay, BC.
nahi hai na, that's the thing. It's not there now. I'm not doing it in any of the shows because I'm holding on to it for some other greater purpose.
Yeah.
Oh.
So wait for it at
It's a
some
great
point.
story though.
It's the best story.
It's so
dude.
it's like it's one of those stories where it's so true. How could it happen? Like,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
nothing.
So-
Just to be clear, it's BAR and not BARE for those people who have got the wrong idea on this whole telecast.
in many senses, I lay myself bare.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's a metaphorical
That is also
homonym,
BEAR only. He just said on the web.
highly sophisticated thought process, and hence you've not used it in Pune for some reason. Okay, good.
But Abhi and I, like right now, I'm touring with like 3 different shows. So I have Nasty and Dark, which we're touring right now, which is Sex Show and Dark Show, and Chiller Jokes in certain cities, which is crowd work for an hour. After this, there'll be Wedding Show in August. Then next year, 23 first jo half rahega, usme I'll do Fear karke. I'm writing a new show. If I don't do any of the other shows. So
You don't have to write it. It's already there. It's called Lock Up.
no, but all the shows are like, it's a very packed schedule. Like, so I'm also making these little cards. You know how they have those 5th burger free cards, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm making those for my shows because
Redeemable
like,
coupon
yeah,
type.
because there are like 8 different shows you
He's
can
like
come
a
for.
multi-ticket guy. But
Yeah.
you know, you're like Amitabh Bachchan of the 80s. So you would go to 4 to 5 sets in one day. And sometimes really not know which film it is. Because, you know,
And
it's
just
too
do.
much.
Yeah, that's
You're
why I
not
acted
stopping.
the same in.
So you're going from different. Look, I'm glad you have themes. Otherwise, it would be madness.
They're all themes, no?
Yeah.
They're all themes, yeah. And
people
they're
be told,
all.
sir, abhi fear ka theme hai. So by the city start the other one.
But that happens, you know, sometimes like I'll get booked, like sometimes like a corporate or like a friends group or something will book me for a special. So I will show up and I will not even know what special, and then they'll tell me. So then I've made little Teen Gaane ka playlist for each special. So I know like I can listen to that, get into the zone and then do it. Otherwise it would be very difficult.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. I have one special and I struggle with that.
But I
And
also.
even better, Anubhav.
Anubhav
yeah,
is crazy,
yeah,
dude.
that.
I'll just repeat what he says. All done.
I just want to release my special this year and then start a new one. That's like the chapter is done in life.
I am very excited.
Yeah, and I'm very happy with my show also. Like this past weekend in Diwali, I'm saying.
And
Delhi-
remember, Naveen, if our careers tank, we can go to America and drive an Uber.
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm
Or
very
Germany does pizza delivery. Nothing wrong with that.
At
So
least
there's
we'll be able to tell people whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly.
And at least we're not
We make
IBM
money also.
podcast producers, yaar. Sitting around in IBM doing podcast
I know.
producing, yaar.
Yeah.
What is this, Vinay? What are you doing?
We actually, you know, after this, we leave this place. Like we go out
I know.
into
Yes,
the
the parents
world.
will.
The world is your oyster.
स्टूडियो के बाहर भी एक दुनिया है जो तुमने नहीं देखी.
Chalo, next.
Okay.
After the motivational speech, let's take the next one.
Rohit Atre has asked, Amy Dusaris, what are the 3 best things to eat when in Kolkata?
Oh.
Do you guys also have answers for
I
that?
have
We all have
Kolkata.
answers for this.
You all have answers.
Yeah, and it's just got food after food after food. It's a
fuck.
food city.
I know
yaar.
Kolkata rolls.
I have only one recommendation I'm
Yeah.
going to start off with. The chicken
Oh.
Kiev
Oh.
at Olympia Cafe
You
is,
know-
is mind-boggling.
Now here's the thing. I hate the chicken Kiev at the cafe, but like
Olympia?
I would have eaten it if you were eating it with me.
Dude, the
Is
first
that
time
butter
I
inside?
did not
Yeah.
even anticipate how much butter will pour out.
You
Okay,
cut it and
there was a whole splurt of like butter coming out of it.
oof, it's something.
Yeah,
The Doodh Cola at Balwant Singh is my
Cola
all-time
also, yeah.
favorite beverage in life.
kusum karti
What
roll.
is Bhoot Cola?
Doodh Cola.
It's
Yeah.
milk and Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
But
thumbs up
also
actually.
the concept of aloo in the biryani, which for me is very important because we are very aloo friendly people.
Aslan
I like
biryani.
aloo or
Aslan
potato.
biryani.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aslan, that's exactly what he's planning
Yeah.
for the night.
One
On
mutton
our
chop,
post the event.
one potato,
Yeah.
beautifully fragrant rice,
Yeah.
and that's what biryani
Yeah,
should be
yeah.
according to me.
Yeah.
I've gotten into
And,
fights with people who are like, we had this whole fight in the show only.
Potato must stay, Naveen. We must stand
Yeah,
our
it has
ground.
to
The
stay.
potato
Why would you?
must
What
stay.
is wrong with the? Arre, और
There is
इतना
no
क्या
potato.
egoistic?
I can eat the potato with any food group. You tell me the food group and I'll tell you it's possible.
Absolutely.
Yeah, last night in Delhi we got the Beros biryani and it was like a mutton thing, but there was way too much mutton to compensate for the rice. I don't feel like there should be so much. Biryani is all about the rice, I feel.
But I feel
Okay, now you're
like it's
nuts.
like
One-
a
one big
central
chop.
piece.
Crazy.
Or two.
Still remove him from the panel.
The meat
He's
is
saying, he's saying there was too much mutton and
the
too little
meat
rice.
is
That's
the
never
Not
center
happened.
usually
piece.
the argument people make. Like,
I
No,
like it.
I tell
mutton
you.
is-
But I understand.
I'm not usual.
But was it
I-
good
I-
mutton? Was it good mutton?
It was definitely good.
But
mutton.
here's the thing. No, this is my thing with Behrouz. Behrouz will give you a lot of something, but it's not the best cooked version of that thing.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
You know, that's the difference
The
at the
raita
end
is
of the day.
good.
I'd
Yeah.
rather have one piece which is like oof than have 7 little
Exactly.
pieces that are
Like Ran biryani, dude. I'm a
Yeah.
big fan of
What
Ran
do you call
biryani.
me?
Next.
Man,
Next question, please.
That's
All
his
right.
stage name.
Next one comes in from Rachna R, who has asked, have you guys seen Kunal Kamra's YouTube special?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Wait, what do you guys
We
think?
saw it before
We saw it
anybody
before,
saw.
yeah.
Oh, cool.
Because he sent us an unlisted version because we are friends.
Okay, for those of us who haven't seen it, can you talk about it for a minute?
I think it's his coming of age story. This whole special as like, because Kamra's gone through so much in the past few years, and like he's now more meditative. He's more like into Osho's teaching. He's
And
spending
thinner.
time. He's spending time in Auroville more now. So he's understood because like what happens like
he speaks French.
the country makes a scapegoat out of you sometimes, like the left and the right, and we spoke about this in length.
Camera. I'm left of liberal. And, join me.
The same
Please,
thing.
please.
The same thing happened to me when I won some award for being a queer entertainer. Okay,
Ego.
listen now, Baba Cyrus, once again. And I got called out for being an award winner by my own community at certain points, right? So like I'm like,
Means?
"Main karu kya?" Like that's the whole idea. what they say on
Oh.
the on
Because
Kare to Karega.
you lose your credibility by accepting an award.
Yeah, and I'm like, what does a person have
And
to
at the
do?
same time, you gain credibility also. There's
Also-
always somebody upset with you.
Yeah.
But with Kamra,
I have
it's
taken every
magnified.
Rotaract award I've got in my life. My mother's put up every small little thing, potato race onwards. What are you saying?
That's why you're close to
Up,
potato. Yeah.
up to the Padmashri, you don't say no. Huh.
But yeah, so I agree with you. Like, but I also felt like I've had this experience with bands where like I listen to an album, like I love the last album. I'm listening to this one. I see where you're going with it.
Yeah.
And now I'm even more excited to see the next album.
next album,
Because
yeah.
I feel like the next one is going to be him like settling into this
This is a
new vibe.
transient phase, so to
Yeah,
say.
which I was quite happy with. And I loved it because it's also like he's talking about a lot of things that even I talk about on stage. And it's so great to see like, oh fuck, tera angle kitna mast, kuch alag tu kahin se leke ja raha hai. You know, so that way I felt it was great. देख लो यार, अच्छा है यार, इंग्लिश में पूरा इंग्लिश है, हिंदी भी है थोड़ा, but like it's a conscious move towards a different kind of vibe.
And a different country.
Maybe.
In the long run.
But is it funny or is it poignant or
It
is
is
it
funny,
both?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Because I have attention disorder.
Poignant तो यार मुझे लगता है हम में से कोई है ही नहीं, ठीक है? Like
I thought you are the king of poignant.
what is
The thing
what
is,
life lesson
the
we'll
thing is,
give?
for example, what Aakash is referring to is the level of Anna Gatsby achievement, right?
Yeah.
Where she can have like 30 minutes of no jokes, people are still interested in what
Or
she's
like
saying.
a Bo Burnham special,
Yeah,
that's poignant,
Yeah,
you know,
and Indian audience is like, if you go without jokes for like 5 seconds, they're like, yaar kuch acha suna. Like that's what introspective.
Like a Raghu Rajiv special.
What is Raghu Rajiv?
Roadies. There's no jokes per se, but it's still funny. You know, I mean,
Raghu
those are
Rajiv
funny
special?
moments.
They had a comedy special.
It's called Roadies in the old days.
Yeah, but
Moments
they are the
guys.
audience,
Nice.
No.
Fuck
okay.
is you comic segue into seriousness? Leave me behind. I'm in another room. I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
You're
This
running on
guy's
Calcutta
breaking
time,
down. One's crying, one's having a baby, one's got
GMB.
cancer. What's going on this podcast? Do we have time for one more?
Yeah, we have a
Yeah.
few more. There are some food suggestions for you.
We have an announcement. That's why we need to do the announcement.
Before that,
Sorry?
we finish this and then they can do the announcement before we close, right? Is that right? Sorry, there are some food recommendations for you. Yeah, of course.
But please, give. I'm still here 2 more days.
Yeah, Lewis Thomas
Pay attention.
Ola Kengal has said.
Where?
Give
I
suggestions,
thought
man.
that was the restaurant.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
I have never been here.
Put the text up now, bro. Let us also
he's-
see it. I've got a
He's
partner
asking
here.
you. He's asking you if you have ever been to Tireti Bazaar to eat local Chinese food in Kolkata.
I haven't gone to
Oh my
Tere.
God,
we'll
Lewis
go-
is a
we'll go to-
daddy. Hi, Lewis.
We go to the Chinese
Ola Kingle,
section.
you are cute. I'm sorry. I just feel
So
like
that is one suggestion.
we
That
hardly
is-
get daddy's comment.
That is one suggestion.
Thomas Bhai, I love the Chinese food in Kolkata. Absolutely
Yeah.
love.
Okay,
That's
might
another
be
one
settled
Chinese
there.
essentially. Like that's what comes
Yeah.
to Bombay also traveling.
Yeah.
And Shovik Bakshi has said, my humble suggestion is try Gariyahat chicken rolls and flurry cakes.
Put the text so we can read the spelling.
Yeah, he says, "Sorry, have you been to
Gariya-
Kolkata?"
Gariya heart, by the way. It's
And
not-
flurries
Gariya.
cakes.
Very hard.
Gariyahat.
It's all heart.
Okay.
दो अलग
Go
अलग
take this
जगह
down.
है.
We have to try and
Flurries
find
जगह है.
Oh,
Flurries cakes to me, yeah.
Yeah.
Flurry
Also
cake
send it,
नहीं,
yeah.
flurries.
Flurry
Apostrophe
cake.
not
flurries.
Flurry cake तो आटा होता है दीवारों पे.
हाँ.
But yes,
Flurry cake is that Casper the Ghost.
Also, I may have a traditional Anglo-Indian meal with Derek O'Brien.
Oh,
I haven't
nice.
decided.
Hey. Ask
After
him questions.
Yeah.
And see if he answers.
Okay, to be honest, since you are so excited, I'll tell the truth. He's not even called me.
I love his video when he done the parliament video where he's like, "Ki, this is happening right now." I'm like, calm down, Derek O'Brien.
I always expect him midway through a parliament speech to go like, okay, now next question to
Yeah,
opposition. Team A.
No, I think the thing with Derek is he's really nice and very friendly. But if you say the one word, TMC, everything will change immediately and he becomes another personality.
That's a short
Otherwise,
form
he's
for
a
bad
guy you
words.
relate to. He's left, liberal, everything you want. But then suddenly, boom, he'll become something else.
He's
Anyway, let's
part of
not talk
TMC,
about
no,
that.
right now? Is he not?
Of course.
He is,
Yeah.
He's very vocal.
He's the English-speaking upmarket face of it, very important for their PR and everything else. The most important role played in society is the English-speaking upmarket guy from the southern part of the
There's an
city
Irish
who
surname
does
here.
all the hard work. Yes. Excuse me, Silvery. You sold out. You were a Napinsi Road guy who went
Antariksh
to provide this-
Otakar.
yes.
Yeah.
Should we do the announcement?
Yes, please.
Before we clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not that big a deal. Maybe it's a big deal. I don't know.
It is a big deal.
It is a big deal.
People have been asking it for a while now.
Yeah.
And we were
Yeah.
in different phases of life, so we kind of could not.
Yeah.
And
But like now
yeah.
we're older and
Wiser.
and
Miser.
So we are coming back with Vartalab, guys.
Yeah.
It's a new season.
Our beloved
Yes!
podcast.
I thought it was already on.
It was
No.
on. We finished season 3
taking a hiatus.
2
Yeah.
years ago.
And
yeah.
now we're not doing it seasonally. We're just doing it now forever
Yeah.
and ever and ever. Like they do
Okay.
Cyrus.
Yeah.
So we'll see you in the studio. So now it'll be confusing. Again, it'll be for Navin and it'll become Amitabh Bachchan once again. You'll go from one podcast to the next
Yeah.
podcast to the next, all in the same studio.
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
quite
Still
excited
the same
again.
format? Are you guys sticking to the
Same
thing?
format, both of us telling
Yeah.
stories and asking for stories
Yeah.
from our guests. That's all.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
much.
So what you do is keep your talent for that and keep everything else for this, so that we have our own level.
What do you think we were
And
doing so far?
nobody can question us. I worry sometimes you really like this show and you spoil our name. I'm a little worried about that.
No,
There's
never.
actually an episode
Nostalgia.
from.
If anything, by the way, you guys have been discussing me way too much when I'm not
I'm
on the
sorry.
show.
Same.
Oh.
It's the point
I don't.
where
I
it's
don't
you're
want-
getting into my life, motherfucker.
I don't have to.
Silvery,
Man.
yeah.
I
My
try
bed.
not to. I
Yeah.
really try not to.
You
Your
motherfuckers.
marriage, my bed.
I'm a producer.
I
My
don't.
mom-
I don't take responsibility for that.
My
No,
mother
no,
is
that's
getting
not-
messages from her friends who listen to this shit
Sound
saying, why is
interference.
Cyrus discussing your son's engagement? The fuck,
Akash.
guys?
Akash, सोच है.
दुनिया में न्यूज़ नहीं है क्या?
Hey, just so you know, on
What's
your episode,
going?
on an episode of Vartalab, you guys have discussed me also. This is just.
That is true. That is
yeah.
true.
Oh,
We
so
said-
this is some weird payback.
No, but Naveen, no,
But we-
Naveen.
we
You
can't
want to
finish.
open this? You want to go, motherfucker? I have stories.
Akash, one sec. You all were trying to raise money for Silvery. That's different.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yes,
said all nice
correct.
things about
Yeah,
him. you know.
exactly.
He's an enthusiastic bloke.
Yeah.
He's amazing, and no,
Yeah.
like hi guys, hi. That's what's right. And
You
but
guys are
no,
actually very nice
it's like
to
you
me,
know
yes.
these guys are horrible people.
Horrible you are.
No, man, like-
Horrible.
We love you, Akash.
But
Don't-
no, guys, if you all
don't-
have also recommendation for guests we should have on the show,
Yeah.
because we're not keeping only comics and our friends in circle, because
Yeah.
now we want to expand and have more stories from different walks of life.
Yeah.
Like last season when we had the poker player, I think we had a Khushbu. her name
Yeah,
was?
Khushbu.
We had a great time talking to her because that's a walk of life we don't hear.
You want
about.
Shah Rukh on?
Yeah,
can get you
I
Shah
want a
Rukh.
son in fact.
Great
Let's
recommendation,
smoke a
Cyrus.
doobie.
No, Shah Rukh.
Shah Rukh, get Shah Rukh, get Shah Rukh.
Shah Rukh has 2 daughters.
Yeah, yeah.
Shah Rukh Irani.
Oh.
I'm getting.
that one.
I'll get it.
Okay, we'll have Shah Rukh Irani.
He used to be a very famous model.
But WhatsApp, well, not WhatsApp, DM us,
DM us, yeah.
Akash and me for Vartalab.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think we should make like a separate
Arey,
portrait for
Silvery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much? और गिर सकता है नहीं.
But guys,
Because
we need
on our
like, we can't
other
actually
shows
have
come and
people
dominate our
from.
show,
No,
and
but
then
it's
our
regular
show
our
walks
goes
same
of
family,
life.
no,
for
Cyrus.
their show.
It's our.
Their show grows.
It's like our
and
sister
our
podcast.
show goes nowhere. This is not the
It's
first
our
time
sister
it's happened.
podcast.
It's a
That's
sisterhood of the
right.
traveling podcast.
There's more
Our
coming,
show
don't
is like
worry.
that country everybody invades all the time. Oops.
Raj Kaushal was one of the
Oh, we are
best
Ukraine.
episodes.
These guys are Russia. Is what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
we had Raj Kaushal on the show, who was one of the
Man, and that's our
RIP.
old producer only.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Vinith only is saying that. But man, yeah, rest in peace, man. We really like that was a big hit.
Call
Yeah.
You know,
Ramdev Baba.
he was one of the first people for no reason, but for some reason, he was one of the first people I told that I am getting engaged. And he was like and while all my friends, everyone I was telling was like, hey, you should like, Raj was like, yeah, just fucking do it. And I was like, yes, sir, this is
What
the
a
motivation I need.
wonderful man.
Yeah.
gone to
Better than
soul.
my uncle who told
Yeah.
me, is she pretty? First question. Suddenly you get worried. The pressures of what people are thinking about what your wife looks
No,
like.
but he was always
By the
such
way-
a positive force of energy, dude. Like everywhere he went. Anyway, yeah.
So congrats, guys. It's
Yeah.
coming back. When is it
Yeah.
coming back? Do you guys have a date?
No, we are but basically April. April is when we
Yeah, we
kick
start
it off.
recording.
Akash,
next
when
week.
I know you don't want to mention it, but you are getting hitched in August, right? Without
Yeah,
mentioning
that
it.
is the time.
He is hitched already.
It's going to be an elaborate wedding or it's
Well,
going to be a
I'm
quiet
engaged.
wedding like Cyrus Saukars?
No, it will not be an elaborate wedding. It will like just small marriage and smaller function.
That's more-
Disclaimer, Saukar is getting married on April 15th. If you're not invited, it's not my fault.
Where is it?
I already asked
Must be a
him.
nice big one.
It's in Alibag and he can't house
There you go.
everybody. So sorry,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Right?
That's fine.
So only the top.
Giving the paparazzi enough bait, I think.
yeah.
It's like my dad's it's more important I think for my dad, right? Because like the younger son is getting married, for him it's like the last function for him. You know what I mean?
But where will you do it?
In Mumbai
In
only.
bed. Oh, sorry. That. Okay.
In Mumbai only. I'll send you an invite. I'll call you, Cyrus. I'll call you.
I'm doing nails. You have to find another profession.
This is what Cyrus sounds in bed.
I thought this is the sound he makes when he pees.
How bad do you think I am? There's something worse. Please understand. In my freaking
Is
bed.
that Mongolian throat singing happening?
I don't know. He's so bindas. He's scratching himself. He's watching some horrible program. It's unbelievable. Worse than having your own son. All right. Are we done?
Yes, sir.
Should we
We're
finish
done.
off?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Okay.
bye. Have a good day, everybody. See you later.
Thank
Bye.
you. Have fun in Kolkata,
Bye,
man. See you.
France.
See you guys.
Yeah, radio.
Okay, catch us on any of the podcasting apps, please. We beg you, we need you. Send us your questions on Twitter on Cyrus Says In. Or you can email us, even if you're not female, on whatcyrussays@gmail.com.
सफर, रास्ते, मंजिल और मुकाम अक्सर ये हमसे कुछ कहना चाहते हैं, पर हम हैं कि अपनी रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी में इन्हें सुनने से कतराते हैं। नमस्ते दोस्तों, मेरा नाम है केशव चतुर्वेदी और मैं आपको ले चलूंगा कुछ ऐसे सफर पर जहां आपको एक नया नजरिया मिलेगा सफर और मंजिलों को देखने का। आइए इन किस्से कहानियों में डूब जाएं, हर मंगलवार और शुक्रवार।
Are you looking for finance products and services that can enhance your personal finance experience? Are you looking for a space to talk about your financial product or service? And are you looking for a crisp talk show where the conversation is all about money? Well, your search ends here. Hi, my name is Anupam Gupta and I'm host of the Paisa Paisa podcast, and I invite you for the conversation about your personal finance on each Monday on the IVM podcast app or the website or on any podcast streaming platforms. See you folks.